EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard
line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's tackled at the...
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
The 33-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. 1st drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his 1st catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Prescott from the gun. He'll go underneath here to Elliott, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Past the 20. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 10-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Texans nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Watson. He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. The open man is Westbrook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The 39-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Elliott. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Elliott. The tackle.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
And it's 3rd down.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Cowboys.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
15 yards and leads to third down.
Here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Incomplete. It's fourth down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
Third and long for Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Joey Slye.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. He's letting this one go for... It got his man complete. And some room to work. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 86 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. On the option, here's Elliott. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 98 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Escaping the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Being chased out left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
2nd and 4.
Elliott a first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
First down, Dallas.
Here's Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing here, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Watson now to throw. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Watson steps away. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
On the counter, here's Jones. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
10-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second.